Westwood One Radio Network. The 2021 rookie minicamps are now behind us, and some of the top picks from April have begun to put pen to paper on their first NFL contracts. Broncos cornerback Patrick Surtain II, the 9th overall pick in April's draft, became the second player in the top 10 to sign, agreeing to a deal with Denver on Tuesday. The rookies aren't the only ones looking for contracts. Colts All-Pro linebacker Darius Leonard is entering the final year of his deal and told the media on Tuesday that he's hopeful a long-term contract is on the horizon, saying, quote, "I give my all day in and day out," said Leonard. "Hopefully we get everything settled and we're good to go." Things aren't so certain in ATL, where Julio Jones' future has been a hot topic this offseason. Falcons quarterback Matt Ryan was asked about Julio on Tuesday, saying, quote, "That's not really my business, but he's been such a great player. I love him." This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
I can pop a beer in here, right?
Your cousin from Boston.
This here is Sam Adams Boston Lager. It's my go-to beer. Not too heavy, not too light. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh, that's whoopsie daisy. Oh no. Is there somebody that can help? Come on in the room. It poured right in the keyboard. Relax. I spill beer on my computer all the time. Sam Adams Boston Lager. The Boston Beer Company, Boston, Massachusetts. Drink responsibly.
You don't want to mess with the IRS. They have the power to garnish your paycheck, levy your bank accounts, and even take your home or business. That's all true. But thankfully, they're offering a way out. The Fresh Start Initiative. If you qualify, you could save thousands. The experts at Optima Tax Relief will fight to get you the best deal possible. And they have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau to prove it. Call Optima for your free consultation.
Call 800-748-5713. 800-748-5713.
Optima Tax Relief.
For details, visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
We are the Imperial Valleys, AM 1230 KXOL, Centro, California. Good morning, Gene.
Good morning.
Oh, boy. Enjoying the mornings and the evenings.
Bookends, they're both good.
Yes. And, last night, I don't know if it made it down as far as your house, but a swarm of bees moving through the neighborhood.
No, but I know last week or week before last, our neighbors had to have some bees removed in our neighborhood.
Yeah, these were on the move, and literally just watched them move down the block, looking for just the right place for the
set
queen.
up housekeeping.
Yeah. The rental values in the neighborhood are obviously going to go up with that new hive, right?
Everybody's a buzz.
Yes. Oh, well. Anyway, so what happened on this date in history? On this date in 1906, the Federated Boys Club, forerunner of the Boys Club of America, was organized. It's now the Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the rest is history, as they say.
That's that would be progress. Birthdays today. Are you ready for the big shots?
Big shot birthdays first, followed by the real people.
Okay, TV personality David Hartman is 86. Actor James Fox, not Jamie Foxx. James Fox, 82. Actor Nancy Kwan is 82. Pete Townsend is 76. Dusty Hill of ZZ Top is 72. He's the one with the beard, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Singer, actor, model Grace Jones, 70. Drummer Phil Rudd of AC/DC, 67. Actor Stephen Ford is 65. Actor Tony Lewis is 61. Actor Jason Gray Stanford, 51. Comedian Michael Che is 38. Actor Eric Lloyd is 35. Singer Sam Smith, 29. Actor Nolan Lyons is 20.
Not Nolan Ryans, but...
No. And not related to Tracy Lyon Ramirez.
Got it.
Okay.
Poetry in motion.
Local birthdays, you ready?
Coming up.
We have birthday wishes today for Manuel Vasquez, Tina Camillo, Shirley Washburn, Maria Aguayo, Jason Iyer, Gloria Villas, Elizabeth Oliveras, Anastasia de la Riva, Ben Anaya, Justin Sanchez, David Binder, and Bruce Kuhn. Happy birthday.
Not a real long list this morning.
No, but a lot of quality there.
A lot of quality.
Yeah. Anastasia, she's what, 16 now, do you suppose?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't.
Yeah,
Could be. If she's 15, she'd rather be 16.
Well, yeah, and of course, we're talking here, Becky's little girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I really don't know how old she is.
Going on 16, without a doubt.
For sure.
Yes, at least in her mind.
Yeah, her mom used to work here.
Yes, Becky Alanis.
She's not too far away.
Very good. We're going to get started just a bit early. We have the mayor of Brawley, the mayor of El Centro with us in the control room this morning, sipping coffee. So we'll get started right now with a look at World and California news headlines brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist.
CBS News special report. The White House says President Biden spoke with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu by phone this morning and told him he expects a significant de-escalation today on the path to a ceasefire with Hamas militants. That's the first time Mr. Biden has set a public deadline. Netanyahu claims Israel is trying.
We hope we can restore quiet. We hope we can restore it quickly. I want to say that we're doing that while doing our utmost to avoid civilian casualties.
In Gaza today, a funeral for the more than 215 Palestinians who've been killed over the past week and a half. CBS's Holly Williams is in Tel Aviv.
Hamas has told CBS News that one of its conditions for a ceasefire is that Israeli soldiers never again set foot in the Al-Aqsa Mosque in Jerusalem. Those who know this part of the world will tell you that is highly unlikely.
CBS News special report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. More counties in the state moving into the least restrictive yellow reopening tier, including Santa Clara County, where businesses will be required to track the vaccination status of employees returning to the office.
Our new order ensures that everyone is safe while employers determine the vaccination status of their workers and while we continue to get even more of our residents vaccinated.
Health Director Dr. Sarah Cody. Orange, Amador, and Santa Cruz counties also moving into the yellow tier. Investigation continuing into that deadly party bus shooting in Oakland that left two people who were attending a 21st birthday celebration dead. The police chief saying the bus was clearly targeted.
The weapons that they were using clearly was designed to cause significant injury to people and even kill people.
Chief Ron Armstrong. Cal ISO officials say the state again faces the likelihood of rolling blackouts this summer, with the Western power grid facing increased demand for electricity, not just from California, but Arizona, Nevada, and Colorado as well. Jeff Scott, California News.
World and California news headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. Give Lock a call. Make sure that AC is working right. Right now, it's page one of the local news. Page one is a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, ready to serve.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Wednesday morning, the El Centro City Council met. We have a visit with the mayor of El Centro, Cheryl Walker.
At the meeting last night, the El Centro City Council issued a proclamation celebrating May 16 through 22 as National Public Works Week and acknowledged the critical role of our public works employees in our quality of life, from our buildings, roads, lighting, wastewater, sewer. It's not necessarily that flashy ribbon-cutting stuff on the front page, but without a doubt, Public Works Department performs critical functions every day that allow our city to thrive. So thank you very much for the work done by our Public Works team. Next, we then recognized actually one of our Public Works employees, Joe Trujillo, who is retiring after 31 years of service. We wish Joe much joy in his retirement. After that, we then approved an assessment for the Legacy Ranch subdivision. This is a lighting and landscaping fee that's assessed and collected and used just within that neighborhood. We took a pause on the Buena Vista subdivision, and that assessment for the Buena Vista subdivision is actually going to come back at our next meeting. It's going to give the council a little more time to determine if there is alternative funding for some park improvements that will be constructed there in the Buena Vista subdivision. The city was successful in securing a $1.2 million park grant for that area. We want to make sure that we are able to supplement that with a park that the residents will truly enjoy. Council then approved issuance of up to $15 million in bonds for a new multi-family housing project to be done by a private construction company, and the bonds will not be issued by the city, but it will result in a new multi-family housing available for families on 8th Street, north of McKinley Elementary School. This was followed by the approval of funding for rehab work on Dogwood between Commercial Avenue and Via. Make that roadway much nicer to travel on. Council also approved our list of projects for this coming fiscal year, funded from SB1, which is known as our gas tax. So we have about $900,000. It's going to be used on Ross Avenue as well as Euclid. City Council also approved sending a letter of support for the County of Imperial at the request of the county for federal funding. They're looking for about $650,000 to help install some water treatment facilities and other related projects along the New River to improve the water quality of that waterway. So the final action then was a budget workshop for our water and wastewater funds. We identified our capital projects and expenditures for the coming year. I have a couple of great things for today. At 11 o'clock, we will be celebrating a ribbon cutting at La Resaca at the corner of 6th and State Streets. This is in the old Masonic building that has just absolutely been transformed, and we're looking forward to much success there in downtown El Centro. We also have an update on our housing element at 5:30 today, and we would encourage you to participate in that, as well as our next meeting, which is scheduled for June 1st at 6 p.m. Thank you from the City of El Centro.
KXO News Time 741.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro suggest the works. The works, including tire rotation and pressure check, brake inspection, fluid top-off, battery test, filter check, belts and hoses check, and synthetic blend oil change with up to 6 quarts of Motorcraft oil plus oil filter. You can't beat the works. Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane in Brawley and El Centro, ready to serve.
The Brawley City Council met in regular session last night. Here's a visit with Mayor Luke Hamby.
2 new city employees were introduced, Desi Rodriguez and our new library manager, and Brandy Rodriguez, utility billing clerk. The most prominent item on the agenda and the reason for the early start time was the Enterprise and Special Fund Workshop and related budget discussion presented by Finance Director Carla Romero and Public Works Director Guillermo Cias. They gave a very clear and comprehensive overview of projected expenditures, revenues, and capital improvement projects. City Manager Tyler Salcido gave an update on reopening plans for the Senior Center and a fun opportunity for the library. For regular business, we had a COVID statistics update presented by Fire Chief Mike York, followed by discussion and approval of a request for a letter of support from Council for a County of Imperial federal funding request to conduct a preliminary engineering report of the New River. We then received a riveting presentation from Finance Department staffer Sylvia Luna, who described in detail the onboarding of the new finance software package from Encode that is drastically transforming the way business gets done in the Finance Department and which will spread to all the other departments. increasing efficiency and generating data that will be pivotal for keeping records and measuring progress. It was exciting to see yet again the positive changes that are occurring in finance and other departments at a remarkable pace. We heard a quarterly investment summary by Finance Director and City Treasurer Carla Romero, who is doing her best to find the highest yielding investment accounts to help grow the city's dollars. Council members gave quick updates on meetings and events in which we've represented the city over the past 2 weeks, as well as ongoing projects we're involved in. I adjourned the meeting to closed session at 7:30 p.m. Tune in to City of Brawley on Facebook Live on June 1st at 6 p.m. for our next council meeting. Have a great week and be kind to one another.
That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
1 to get ready.
We're ready.
2 to get set.
Tables are set.
And 3 to go.
Let's go.
Burgers and Beer is ready for you. We are open and our meals are fresh and made to your order. We are set. Our tables are set. Our condiment trays are fresh, stocked, and chilled. Our doors are open and it's go time. Come in and enjoy all your favorites at Burgers and Beer. The bacon is sizzling, the fries are frying, the burgers are cooking, and all of the beverages are ice cold. It's a good day at Burgers and Beer.
Page 2 of the local news and weather, brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. You can see David or Jose, and they've got answers to your questions about life insurance, health insurance, auto and home insurance needs as well.
Sadly, the first pediatric death due to COVID-19 has occurred. George Gale filed the story.
The Imperial County Public Health Department confirmed the death. It was the first death of a child in Imperial County due to complications from COVID-19. Public Health says they were first notified of the death of a child under the age of 9 several weeks ago. They say cases investigations take time to complete as proper documents need to be received and properly reviewed. The investigation for this particular case was completed on May 14th. Child was found to have no underlying health conditions. To protect the privacy of the child and their family, no other patient information will be disclosed. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Here's a COVID update from Tuesday. According to the latest numbers, active cases of COVID-19 have gone down from the numbers reported on Monday. Active cases are now at 116.17 of those are hospitalized. 6 are in intensive care. Deaths attributed to the virus are now at 726. There are 4 ICU beds available in the county. The positivity rate is at 10.04%. The new cases per day per 100,000 population is at 6.86%. The number of vaccinations continue to grow steadily. Total vaccine doses are now at 124,904. Of those, 28.44% are fully vaccinated. 36.23% are partially vaccinated. In other local news, the state of California will keep the mask mandates in place until June 15th. Here's more in that story.
California's Health and Human Services Director, Dr. Mark Gale, said that the state will wait a while until following the latest CDC guidelines that say vaccinated individuals may go without masks. According to Dr. Gale, waiting until June 15th will give more people an opportunity to get vaccinated and businesses a chance to adjust to the new guidelines. California's current guidelines require that face coverings are to be worn in indoor settings unless it's a non-workplace setting and all individuals have been vaccinated. Even after June 15th, masks will be recommended for individuals who are not vaccinated or only partially vaccinated. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And yes, you may have felt the ground move below your feet. A earthquake reported 3.5 on the Richter scale occurred at 6:40 a.m. It was centered 22.5 miles southeast of Mexicali. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
It's nice to explore your options when it comes to buying insurance, no matter what you're looking for. David H. West Insurance Services offers it all. And being an independent broker, we have many companies to choose from. We continue providing Medicare, life, and health plans, and now offer auto, home, and commercial insurance. David H. West Insurance Services can find the right insurance to fit your needs and budget. And best of all, a staff who cares about you. So don't hesitate to pick up the phone and call David H. West Insurance Services at 760-352-3411. That's 352-3411 for a free insurance review. That's 352-3411.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
According to the National Weather Service, high temperatures will top out near 100 degrees today under sunny skies, and then cool into Friday and the weekend as a strong weather system digs into the center of the western U.S. Friday and Saturday will be the coolest days, with highs only reaching the mid to upper 80s in the Imperial and Yuma valleys. Windy conditions will also develop each day through Saturday. 98 the high yesterday, 65 our low. Today sunny with a high near 101, west wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, increasing to 15 to 20 miles an hour this afternoon, with gusts as high as 30 miles an hour. Tonight mostly clear with a low around 70, west winds 15 to 20 miles an hour, with gusts as high as 35 miles an hour. Those winds decreasing after midnight to 10 to 15 miles an hour. Tomorrow, mostly sunny with a high near 95. West-southwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming west 15 to 20 miles an hour in the afternoon, with gusts as high as 35 miles per hour. 73 degrees downtown El Centro, 61% relative humidity, wind out of the southeast at about 3 miles an hour. Air quality throughout the Imperial Valley is good. And good in Mexicali at UABC, but moderate at the border with elevated PM 2.5. Page 2 of the local news and the weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage. David H. West Insurance Services.
It's okay if you're wondering, is the COVID-19 vaccine safe for people like me? And when you're ready, here's your answer. It was tested by adult volunteers of different ages, races, genders, ethnicities, and health conditions. Tens of thousands of people, a group as diverse as California itself. And thanks to them, we know the vaccine is safe. Let's get you there. Let's get to immunity. Learn more at vaccinateall58.com or call 833-422-4255. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
Introducing the Lowe's List. While there's innovation in every aisle, these are some of our experts' top picks for 2021. Customize any load with the Whirlpool 2-in-1 washer. Control your home with a touch, thanks to Samsung Connected Appliances. Repel the rain with HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams Everlast. And keep the job going longer with the exclusive new line of Flex Power Tools, made for pros. To see who made the full Lowe's list, visit Lowe's.com. Lowe's, home to any budget, home to any possibility.
It's sports time. Sports time brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. NBA action, play-in action. It was the Pacers pounding the Hornets, 144-117. Meanwhile, the Celtics clobbered the Wizards, 118-100. Coming up today, the Warriors and the Lakers and the Spurs and the Grizzlies. It's all play-in action. Well, yeah, the NBA had to come up with some way to keep everybody in the playoffs. Nobody wins. Everybody gets a participation trophy in the NBA. Well, isn't that the way it goes? Coming up, we've got to look at baseball.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District is open and ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer services, visit pmhd.com. NDSU.org today.
Baseball action. The Padres scored on a wild pitch in the bottom of the 10th inning, a walk-off wild pitch. Padres beat the Rockies 2-1. Meanwhile, the Indians slipped by the Angels 6-5. Giants topped the Reds 4-2. Phillies beat the Marlins 8-3. Rays ripped the Orioles 13-6. Mets edged the Braves 4-3. It was the Blue Jays shutting out the Red Sox 8-0. And the Twins nipped the White Sox 5-4. Cubs over the Nationals 6-3. Cardinals beat the Pirates 5-2. Yankees won. They beat the Rangers 7-4. Royals shut out the Brewers 2-0. The Athletics edged the Astros 6-5. Dodgers dumped the Diamondbacks 9-1. And it was the Tigers blanking the Mariners 5-0. And in other news, in the world of sports, well, Wimbledon is confident that they're going to be playing in front of 25% capacity when the tournament opens up. And what else is going on? Well, it was White Sox manager Tony La Russa said he was disappointed in Yermin Mercedes after his designated hitter swung at a 3-0 pitch in the ninth inning of the game. Chicago was leading 15-4 at the Twins Monday night. Mercedes took the 47-mile-an-hour pitch from a position player over the center field fence. Tony? Okay, baseball is paying these guys to hit home runs. Yeah, okay, he hit a home run. Do I like it? No, but he did it. It's over. Move on. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Thank you for choosing Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses conveys a major part of that image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for your business. Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers virtually any type of business solution to meet your needs, from business cards and stationery to computer forms, full-color brochures, and posters. Let our excellent service and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley. Financial news. Had a brief look at the weather, brought to you this morning by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offers live scan fingerprinting to the public. Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are plunging as anxiety spreads through the market, this time because China took more steps to crack down on the digital coins. The world's most heavily traded cryptocurrency plunged as low as $30,000 per coin from a high of nearly $44,000 in the past 24 hours. Bitcoin recovered slightly following the New York stock market open, down about 15%. After that, Google has tried to make up lost time at its annual developer conference this week by announcing a massive Android redesign and new features to help users work from home, shop, and do more to protect their personal data. After it canceled Google I.O. last year due to the pandemic, the company kicked off a virtual version of the event on Tuesday. Google staffers wore masks and spread out to watch the keynote on the lawn of its Mountain View, California campus. Google showed off a new look for Android 12, the latest version of its mobile operating system. Markets right now showing red, now off 465 points. The S&P 500 down 50. The NASDAQ off 120 points. Meanwhile, gold up $13.50 an ounce. Oil off $3.15 a barrel.
Southwest Security Company is a locally owned security company protecting your property or your business and now offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. Plus, they added Southwest Postal with post office boxes you can access 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, with shipping services too, using DHL, UPS, and FedEx. They're conveniently located at the corner of Heil and 4th Street in El Centro. And if you need something notarized, they can do that too. You can count on Southwest Security and Southwest Postal for 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
Sunny today with a high near 101. West winds 5 to 10 miles an hour, picking up 15 to 20 miles an hour in the afternoon. Gusts as high as 30 miles an hour. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 70. Those west winds 15 to 20 miles an hour, gusting up to 35 miles an hour. They will diminish a bit after midnight. 73 degrees downtown. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security Services, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil, in El Centro.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialist. Roto-Rooter offers full services, from hydrojetting to camera inspection, water heaters, faucets, garbage disposals, anything that's clogged up. They'll take care of the problem right. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 56 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789 or 344-2533 on the north end. Roto-Rooter, when drains don't work, we do.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Steve Kathan. There's a new push from Washington after 10 days of bloodshed in the Middle East.
It was their fourth publicly reported call since the start of the recent hostilities. As the president flew to the Coast Guard Academy in Connecticut, White House Deputy Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre offered this readout to reporters.
The president conveyed to the prime minister that he expected a significant de-escalation today on the path to a ceasefire.
It's the strongest indication yet that President Biden has grown weary of the destruction in Gaza, even as on paper the White House recognizes the progress the Israeli military has made degrading Hamas. Stephen Portnoy, CBS News.
Former President Trump's business empire, now the subject of a criminal investigation by New York State. Legal scholar Jessica Levinson.
The evidence thus far likely indicates far more than just accounting irregularities. This could put a lot of pressure on Trump Organization CFO, Alan Weiselberg, the Trump Organization in general, and even potentially former President Trump to provide information and cooperate in order to avoid jail time.
CBS's Nicole Killian says the House is due to vote soon on a plan for a commission to investigate the Capitol attack.
Republican Congressman John Katko helped reach the deal, but now his party is splitting off. Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy came out against the agreement because it ignores what he calls political violence.
A European vacation, perhaps? CBS's Vicki Barker says it may be time to dust off the passport now that action's being taken to allow vaccinated people in from other countries.
EU officials will release a list of countries considered COVID safe on Friday. The U.S. is likely to be on that list. In addition, anyone who can prove they're fully vaccinated against COVID-19 will be allowed to visit all 27 European countries, possibly as early as next week.
A new Pew survey indicates the pandemic has caused 2/3 of adults who lost jobs to consider a career change. Business analyst Jill Schlesinger says there are opportunities.
Technology and e-commerce just exploded. You also want to look at healthcare because telemedicine is going to become massive. Online learning, a really interesting area. It's really growing.
Amazon has announced plans for a new Alabama warehouse that'll mean 500 jobs. It comes weeks after a union effort was defeated at another company facility in the state. Original cast members William Peterson and Georgia Fox are returning to CSI. In a new CBS series this fall called CSI Vegas. Wall Street right now, the Dow is down 460. This is CBS News.
CBS News Radio is your home for breaking news. With our team of reporters around the country and the world, we give you the coverage you can trust.
Today, I'm taking it to the streets to give people the good news. Oh, excuse me. Hello. I'm Flo from Progressive, and did you know...
No, I'm just waiting for the bus.
So then you have time to hear about how with Home Quote Explorer, you can check if you're paying too much for home insurance.
Yeah, if I was interested in talking to you, which I'm not.
Okay, I'll do the talking, and you just check if you can be saving, which is going to be pretty hard to do if you put on your headphones. Okay.
See if you're paying too much for home insurance with Home Quote Explorer. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations.
I love being able to share with our family who's listening how much we all love State Farm insurance. With surprisingly great rates, State Farm has saved us money with our car and home insurance.
I mean, you're my wife. You know how much I love a great deal, so of course I'm going to love the great rates and great service at State Farm. It's good for my wallet and for my family.
State Farm meets my needs, plus I get to control how and what I want for my budget. And I do it all from their award-winning mobile app.
Surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
A singer who's been upfront about personal struggles has made a new revelation.
It's just a little red wine, I'll be fine.
Demi Lovato broke the news on a new Apple podcast.
I identify as non-binary. I'll officially be changing my pronouns to they, them.
Lovato says they came to the decision after a lot of healing and self-reflective work. In March, the singer's Dancing with the Devil series debuted on YouTube, detailing a harrowing near-death drug overdose.
I've had so much to say over the past few years, wanting to set the record straight about what it was that happened.
Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Avicii's legacy will live on in Sweden. One of the country's popular arenas, named the Globe in Stockholm, is being renamed Avicii Arena. The late DJ and producer's father made the announcement today, 3 years after the electronic dance music star took his own life. I'm Steve Kathan, CBS News.
I'm former U.S. counterterrorism officer Drew Berquist. In a one-party controlled country whose policies continue to move further to the left, it's hard to find a group willing to stand up for the right. That's why we created Mammoth Nation. We're standing strong for all Americans. Mammoth Nation is America's conservative discount club. As a member, you get great discounts, massive savings on travel, shopping, wireless, sporting goods, even prescriptions. Membership supports conservative businesses and the causes that you care about, like the Wounded Blue. For every total wellness plan purchased, Mammoth Nation will donate a plan to a police officer in need. This provides critical support to our law enforcement community. It's just one of the things that makes Mammoth Nation so great. And it's so affordable. If you join now, you get a 30% discount on an annual membership. Normally $29 this month, just $19. It can pay for itself with just one purchase. So go to mammothnation.com and become a lifetime member today.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
Classic case of neurotic narcissism and a first-class smarty pants.
AM 1230 KXO.
And Bobby